Shalom, shalom. All praise be to the Most High. And blessings to you all and your families. I know it has been a long time since I made a video. So I'll talk a little bit about that and then get into the topic of this particular video. And it shouldn't be too long. So basically, I had all of these plans to make a lot of videos and it just didn't work out. Time got so short for me, like the demand for everything, work, home, the balance. And if you work full time, and even depending on what you do, if you work part time, it it's designed to take up a lot of your time, but not just your time, your energy, to the point where sometimes you'll get off work and you don't want to do anything else. You just want to go lay down and that's it. It's like you're glad the work day is over and you're done. You're done for the day. You're finished. So I got away from that and everything was good, starting to do the balance. But also, if you have a garden or you do farming, if you grow your own food in any manner, a significant amount, that's going to take a lot of time and a lot of effort. And so, of course, for the last 2 years, we've been doing that and life just became really time consuming. So then the question is, how do you balance that? Because it can become stressful if you work full time and then you trying to grow your own food, or you grow your own food and then you maintain your house and stuff like that. How do you balance that? And the answer is you don't. You have to pick and choose your battles. Some things are going to lack, some things are going to go without, unless you take a step out on faith and readjust, realign, reprioritize what's most important. So, as you all, I'm sure, know, there's a great, what they call, I think Exodus or something, where people are just leaving their jobs. They're like, forget this crap. I'm not doing this anymore. And it's not even necessarily for unemployment. Some people are just doing different jobs. They're taking less pay to just have more of a peace of mind, because these jobs will try to drain you. And I did the same thing. So that'll be a story time for another time. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. So, okay. I wanted to go live, and the most convenient way to do that was on my phone, but I'll have enough subscribers to do that. And to sit down, to carve out time to sit down just at the computer with no distractions or interruptions or anything like that. That is super hard. Super hard. Like, even when you want to, you're tired or you need to do something else that's pressing, something comes up. So I didn't really have that option. And I'm not even a big live person, but I just wanted to try it, to get videos out, and it just didn't work out. So I wanted to post on my community tab. And this was maybe, I want to say, a few months ago, just to do a check-in and stuff like that. And I went to my community tab and it was gone. So I know YouTube because when I first started my YouTube channel, I think back in 2017, you could go live. Like, it wasn't a minimum amount of subscribers, because I remember having the option to go live and I was scared and I would never do it. But then they changed the requirements for it and I couldn't do it anymore. So I was like, well, dang, I should have, probably took advantage of that. But, the videos I made then were what I made then. So this time when I went to go to my community tab, it was taken away. And I'm like, why did they take the community tab away? So when I looked at it, I can't remember what it said. I just remember I was really upset. And I was like, well, I thought I had enough subscribers at least to keep my community tab or something like that. And I don't do this for subscribers. It's just convenient to stay in contact with you guys through the community tab and stuff like that. So it just mysteriously reappeared once I started talking to my husband about it, because I was telling him like I just wanted to make a post, if nothing else. And there was a lot of information I wanted to put out there and share, as I got it, but it was gone. So it randomly came back. When it came back, that's when I made the post about more videos, because I had already decided to make this transition um to be able to do more of what I deem is important and what I prioritize is more important. I feel like the Most High and doing His will is more important than anything. So here we are. All right, so got that out the way. Sorry, that was a little long, but I believe in accountability and I want to give an account for what has been going on. It's just been super crazy busy trying to do everything, and it's a lot, and I didn't want to get burned out because I did. And trying not to, I can't remember the month. It was in 2020. I felt burnt out. Like the test garden turned into a full garden. It was just a lot. Okay, so I'm not gonna keep going on and on about that. It was just a lot going on, and so we've made a lot of progress. All praise be to Most High, and we're moving forward with that. I'm back. That the moral of the story is I'm back, and if they take this channel down, I'll make another one, and we'll just go from there. I might do a backup channel or use my One Natural Vessel channel as a backup channel. We'll see, but it's on now. So, speaking of accountability, we're going to segue right into this next topic, and that is where are you in your faith walk? And I wrote down a couple of key points I wanted to go over, and it'll go from daily considerations to major considerations and then distractions. So, for daily considerations, that would include or incorporate prayer, meditation, fasting, holy conversations, inward and outward appearance before the Most High, which is a lifestyle of modesty. Of course, my computer is dying now, even though I charged it yesterday and didn't use it after that. It suddenly is dying. Let me plug this up. Okay, so we should be good. All right, so prayer, that should be daily throughout the day. Meditation, if you want to do a deep meditation, then you have to carve out time for that. You just have to commit to that. It's just what you have to do. If you want to do a small meditation, if it's 1 to 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 7 minutes, whatever your time interval is, I just recommend that you become consistent on it. And I'm not talking about levitating and all this other stuff. I'm talking about meditating on the word of the Most High, clearing your mind, centering your thoughts and your energy. Everything should be done out of righteousness. Everything should have the core focal point of the will of the Most High. Okay, let me not get ahead of myself. Okay, so that's with your meditation. Fasting, it can be for a couple of different reasons. Some people fast for health purposes, and I believe that is spiritual. I believe everything is spiritual when it comes to the will of the Most High and walking in this faith. And I'm actually starting to get this sidebar. I'm actually not liking saying the truth, being in the truth, because everybody now, it's the like trendy thing to say. Uh I'm in the truth and it be something completely opposite of the will of the Most High, or I'm walking in my truth. The only truth I'm ever discussing on this channel is the truth of the Most High. Reality, that's everybody's reality is their reality. My life is not yours and yours isn't mine. But the truth is the truth, and the truth is the Most High, period. So that's what we're talking about when I say the truth, but I'm going to talk about faith walk. Okay, so or being in the faith, being in righteousness. Okay, let me get back on topic. So fasting. If you're fasting for health reasons to best take care of the vessel the Most High gave you charge of that you use and live in every day, then do that. Just do your best to be diligent in that. And I mean, really do your best. Don't, be inconsistent and just say you tried. Like, make an actual effort to take care of yourself. And then you have fasting for a different spiritual purpose, which is abstaining from food, water, and it can be other things. It can be fasting from TV or music or social media or people, whatever the reason is. But that's for you to determine. You and the Most High, y'all work that out. But those are part of daily considerations. Not saying you have to fast every day. Some people do, though. Some people do a form of fasting every day. That's why I put it under daily considerations, because I'm not going to distinguish daily from weekly. Just get it in where you fit in. Okay. And we're at our appearance and a lifestyle of modesty. So it's not just about what you wear. It's also about what you do. It's also about what you say. It's also how you act when you're alone, when you're around certain people. Like, let's just put the situational ethics away. Let's get rid of the switching up. I'm sorry if my voice is dry. It's early recording this video. The sun is just starting to come up. It's not even fully up yet. So I might sound a little dry. My apologies. I drank some water before I started the video, but I haven't had my tea yet. So, outwardly, I feel like at this point we should know what that is, but because we're here, let's talk about it. Um, I'm going to recommend that no woman, no sister dress to entice anybody outside of their home, specifically not their husband. Like, don't bring that outside. First of all, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see your boobs flapping all over the place, hanging out, you all greased up in baby oil, like you just, I don't know, like you were running in the rain or something. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see your butt twitching all over the place. Like, save that for the man the Most High gives you, and let that be a treasure for him. Like, do we devalue our men so much that we're for everybody to see? Like, it's not a gift anymore. You just, what they say, for the streets. No, we're not doing that. Let's not. Let's just not. Let's not even say we did. Let's say we won't, and we're not, and that's it. So that's that. I feel like I'm gonna move on from that. Are parents modest? Are parents modest? Are they? I'm going to leave that up to you to answer. Okay. Now, what I will say is, because I've seen some loose pants. If you remember culottes, I'm not telling my age. Culottes, the harem pants and stuff like that that are loose. If you have a behind, you will not be able to hide it in those pants. So I don't even know why we're trying to do that. Like, that's a thing. You can barely hide it in a dress or a skirt. So, I mean, if you Do what you're going to do. That's what I'm going to say about that. Do I wear pants to this day? No. I work out regularly most of the time. And I'm not doing that. If I have on workout pants, I'll have something modest on over top of that. I'm not, no. Moving on. Okay. Inward modesty. And I think that goes along with that, honestly, because what in you wants you to be so sexy and appealing to everybody else? Like, what is that? What spirit, what trauma, what energy transfer are you dealing with that makes that appealing to you? You can be cute, fully covered, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And this, it doesn't take all of that. Like, let's stop being worldly. We have a lot of worldly stuff creeping into the truth. So we're going to talk about righteousness and faith in the Most High, because the truth has been perverted. The proverbial truth, the so-called truth. It's a lot of different truths out there, and when I say it, I might not be talking about the same thing somebody else is talking about. So I just want to be clear what my point is. All right. Um, Inward modesty. That's humility. That's what that looks like. That looks like humility. I don't have a booger in my nose. It's my nose ring. It's distracting. I see it. My apologies. I'm not taking it out. Um, right, but we're gonna talk about humility and what being humble is. But also not letting people take advantage of you, because they will. Sometimes what's the saying? They take your kindness for weakness. Sometimes people will try to take advantage of you when you are zen, when you are, and I'm not saying zen in the religious aspect that comes from, let me say calm. When you're calm, when you're practicing temperance, when you're content, when you're meek, people will try to take advantage of you when you don't need attention, and you're not boastful, and you're not backbiting, and you're not always trying to be the one on top. People will try to do you wrong. That actually recently happened to me, and so I had to I drew my line in the sand, and you crossed that. What I said was going to happen happened, because I'm going to stand on my word, period. So that's that's what happened, and that's how we have to be. Don't let people take advantage of you. When you take off the masculine energy and you're not combative and loud and all of that, people think you're docile in the negative sense. They think you're weak. They think they can try you and test you and play with you. I'm trying to think of non-hood ways to describe that, but y'all know where I'm going. So when they try you, you have to stand your ground, literally and figure, figuratively. Why was that a struggle? I don't know. Maybe because it's early. Um, but you have to stand up for yourself. Being humble doesn't mean being a doormat. It means that you're not prideful and arrogant and conceited and self absorbed and self centered. You appreciate who you are, where you are, and you're content in that. Like, you don't have to stunt on anybody, because the Most High flexes on your behalf when he gives you that favor, when he gives you that grace, when those blessings come in and they're like, how are you doing this, how are you doing that? Don't worry about that. Like, worry about you. All praise to the Most High. Handle your business with him, and he'll handle his business with you. And I mean, of course, the Most High is much more faithful than we are, but different story. All right, so those are the daily considerations. I'm going to jump to the major considerations. This is already at the 20-minute mark. I've been talking a lot, and I'm not used to doing that these days. So I think I just started just going. All right, so major considerations. Do you have spiritual goals? What is your spiritual work ethic? Ask yourself, are you that good and faithful servant that will hear well done? So what is a spiritual goal? All right, I'm going to give just a couple of examples. A spiritual goal, let's say you want to increase your knowledge of the scriptures. You want to get more acclimated with the word. Then you can have a goal of reading the Bible in entirety, including the Apocrypha, of course. So you can do one of those. I know it's something like a read the Bible in a year thing, or you can assign a task to yourself. You can do it with your family, or excuse me, in a group. If you want to start a group and go through the Bible, just have daily assignments or something like that in a year, in 6 months, in 3 months. Like, it's really up to you. But that's just an example of a goal, a spiritual goal you can set. If you want to fast more, then you can dedicate a day and a time, a thing, like whatever that fast is going to entail, you can do that and really commit to it and stick to it and be consistent and be diligent and work those things out. I feel like my voice is about to go out. Spiritual work ethic. That's doing the work of the Most High. So I know sometimes on your job you can only say so much. That's cool. I the job before the job I just left, I was able to do a lot more. I mean, I was in there wrapping heads and picking out outfits for people, all types of stuff. Those are some good times. This job, I limited what I said, and I was put in some crazy predicament. Oh my, it was crazy. Some crazy predicaments with some very odd, strange, ungodly people. And the most High kept me, he kept me through that. Oh my goodness. I'm still like, I get fired up when I think about it because the Most High knows. He knows. Oh my goodness. Whew. Okay, so your spiritual work ethic, that's being an example, not compromising. You can't compromise. You can't compromise. You cannot compromise when it comes to your righteousness with these tag on jobs. So don't go to the Christmas party. Um, don't do the, what is it? What else do they have? Gift exchange and potluck and whatever the heck else they're gonna do. Don't do those things. Forget that. No. If you have the time off, take it off. And what I would do is fast and pray against whatever that was. Told them from the beginning, I don't subscribe to that. And sometimes they try to push it. You can say, well, that's against my religion, if that's what you want to say. Um, and they have to respect that, or that's against my beliefs. That's what I would say. That's against my beliefs. And when I chose, was I felt led to keep my head covered, um, except for in front of my husband or like immediate family, in the house. That was a spiritual choice. That was something I was there to do. So when they want to do pictures, or they want you to come on camera or something like that, because I've I've been working from home for years now. If my head isn't covered, like, either you're going to wait for me to cover my head because I was not expecting to have to do this, or I'm not getting on camera. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not giving you send me an Amazon gift card for Christmas. No, I'm not sending you anything. And I'm not even gonna use it around that time. If I earned it, I'm going to use it. But not around it will sit for a month or two. I'm not using it. I don't want you to have any idea, like an inkling that, oh, I use this for something. Like, no, I'm not doing that. And that looks, it's different for everybody. It looks different for everybody. But everything that I choose to do, because I believe in being extremely intentional with whatever you do, I do it and I have a reason behind it. And so it is what it is. Even we got these matching shirts and went out a little while ago, and we had on so much blue. The waitress, she was like, "Is your favorite color blue?" And she was reading our shirts and stuff like that, and so it segued into another conversation. Um, but whatever your spiritual work is, if it's sharing the word of the Most High with some of your coworkers, or teaching your children, your family members who may not be fully aware of whatever, the Bible actually says, and not what they were indoctrinated to believe in church or through word of mouth, because we all know how that goes. You're taught a lot of things that were never scriptural to begin with, and then people kind of stick with that. Whatever it looks like for you, make sure you are checking all the boxes, all the marks on your spiritual work. Make sure your spiritual work ethic is up there. And even with the feasts and stuff like that, if you can gather together, that's great. And definitely, shameless plug, don't forget to give to those who are in need during Purim. You can do it anytime, but specifically because that's what you're supposed to do. All right, I'm done ranting about that. All right, so let's talk about distractions. This video is longer than I wanted it to be, and I apologize, kind of. I only apologize that it's longer than I wanted it to be, and if I did any rambling prior to that, but I'm definitely not apologizing for making the video. Distractions. So this new age spirituality, let's get into it. Not deep into it because, disclaimer, I'm not arguing with anybody in my comment section. I might just block you. Yeah, I'm not arguing with you. Believe whatever you want to believe, but I will challenge you on this. Whatever God you serve cannot compare, is incomparable, cannot hold a candle to the power I serve. Period. Grab your crystals, grab your sage. What else y'all got? Get your little wand, okay? What else you got? Your ancestors. Who are they? What is that compared to the Most High? Did the Most High not create your ancestors? Let's talk about it. Did that wand, if it's a crystallized wand or whatever, or even your crystals, not come from the same dirt that the first man was formed from? If the Most High decided to stop forming crystals, you'll just have man-made crystals that people make in laboratories, like man-made everything else. Stop worshiping the creation above the creator. If your ancestors or that bad. I'm talking about mine too. And it's not a disrespect thing. Not everybody was wicked. We know that. We know that a lot of them were. Most of them were. That's how you end up in the condition that you are now. Like, can we be honest? Can we tell the truth for a second, please? Can we just let that go? Does everything have energy? I've in my crystal healing video. Here we go. Let's just do it. There are so many people who try to come against me because they lack either the information or wisdom or just totally reject the power of the Most High. Did the Most High need crystals to heal or do anything? When did the Most High start requiring help? I'll wait. Not long now. Um, when Yeshua, Christ, for those who, don't know the Hebrew name, said we would do greater things, did that include needing crystals, or was that power something that was going to manifest, literally take form and action through something that isn't an inanimate object? Like, I should be able to speak to you in the spirit of the Most High through me, deal with you, heal you, restore you. It's not me. I'm just a vessel, right? The power of the Most High is greater than that. Why do we keep limiting ourselves with these helps? Do we need this stuff to get through? Like, I mean, it's nice, it's pretty, it's cute, it's shiny, some of them, nice color. Everything has energy. So yeah, it has energy, but I'm drawing my energy from the ground. I'll ground before I paste a whole bunch of crystals all over my body, expecting it to do something the Most High does directly without grounding. If I'm in need of something, I'm going to ask. And because the scripture says that he does not withhold for them that ask in faith, and because it says that he gives liberally and doesn't hold back, and because it says that his word will not return to him void, he's going to do it just because he's faithful like that. Okay? So I don't need all of those things. Like, they're nice for what they are, but I'm not going to depend on that. I'm not going to rest on that. That's not the main thing. That's like, that doesn't even make it into the category for help for me. We might not be the same, but I'm dealing with direct power. The type of power that says if you're sick, go stand out in the sun. Take your shoes off. And I'm talking about the unchemtrailed sun. And heal yourself. I'm talking about not going to CVS or Walgreens or Rite Aid or wherever else and grabbing some so-called medication to deal with anything you're dealing with, but you go outside and use what the Most High grew for you as medicine, as it says in Ecclesiasticus. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about real power. And let's talk about manifesting since we're here. I mean, since we're here. I want you to say this with me. Most High, not my will, but your will be done. That's how I want you to manifest. Manifest the will of the Most High for you. Because guess what? He's smarter than you. He's greater than you. He's more powerful than you. He knows what's best for you. If you trust him or not, I mean, that's it is what it is. But I want what the Most High has for me, because what I want for myself, I'm limiting myself. I can only think so vastly. I can only think so far. I can't see farther than what the Most High will allow me to see. Does he give me discernment? Yes. Does he give me intuition? Yes. Will I have dreams sometimes? Yes, absolutely. That doesn't make me all knowing. That definitely doesn't make me all powerful. So let's stop with the foolishness and get on task, all the way on task. This is a distraction. If you spend more time charging your crystals than you do praying according to the will of the Most High, if you spend more time burning sage, trying to cleanse some spirits instead of casting them out through your voice, through the word of the Most High, through the power of the Most High, you're off task. You're distracted. I don't know how it happened. I don't know. But we're gonna stop. We will stop. I'm declaring we will stop. Look, somebody has to be part of 2/3. And the 2/3 isn't all the evil people. Some people have, and I say evil in the outwardly, just outright, downright wicked. They don't want to be nothing but wicked. The Most High over everything. Okay? That is the end game, period. It's not your kingdom to come. So you don't get to choose how you want to get in there. You want to know how to get in there? Follow the book. Follow the book. Do what's in there. If you don't know how to do anything else, do that. And then pray for wisdom, and the Most High will give you the wisdom. Otherwise, you're doing what you want to do, calling it righteous, and it's righteous, self-righteous, but I mean, it's a form of righteousness. It's self-righteousness. And then you expect the Most High to be your genie puppet on demand and accomplish everything that you want him to accomplish. So that little thing that is so big to you that you just want right now, the Most High may have greater, but because you're resting in your laurels, you're trying to speak it into existence. I'm not speaking nothing but the will of the Most High in existence, because nobody can pluck me out of his hand, period. I am not afraid of anything but the Most High, period. His will is going to be done regardless, period. So why would I get in the way of that? Why would I stop, hinder in any way my blessings and what the Most High has for me? Because I want to do what I want to do. Go be in religion again. That's what they do. Prioritize the Most High over everything. That's where, if you're not there in your faith walk and your spiritual journey in the righteousness of the Most High, that was a long title, but you know what I'm saying. If you're not there, that's your goal. That's your next spiritual goal. That's the end game. We want to make it, make sure we make it. The scripture says, be strong in the Most High and in the power of his might, and to put on the whole armor. It's been spiritual warfare. It's been, what else is going to save you? The only thing feared out here, even by the demons and devils, is the Most High. That's it. Most High, not my will, but yours be done. Tell me what it is, and I'm doing it. as soon as I know what it is, I'm going to do it. Strengthen me and help me as I do it. Continue to prepare me. Open the door, I'm walking through it. Say, this is the door, I'm going in it. And if I need to jump out, I'm jumping out. Let the Most High lead you. Not YouTube, not the latest trends, not what sounds good. Don't do what feels good. There's a lot of things that may feel good that aren't. I can't put it any other way. They aren't. That's not what's best for you. It feels great, yeah. But was that for you? Is that for you? Or is something greater for you and you're limiting yourself because you made up in your mind that's the thing to do? Because somebody else did it. It's cool now. All praise to the Most High. I think I said enough, and my throat is really dry. So, Most High willing, another video coming within the next couple days. Until then, may He bless and keep you in your households. Shalom.